Hello.
Yeah, sorry. I had to restart it because, like, I'm not going to be able to find a beeping noise that I can't hear in the editing.
Well, it might not have been any.
Well, that happened before, remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
um,
And it, like, cut out a bunch of shit when you were talking. And I was like, I don't know what to do. So I just took out the whole fucking segment.
uh,
Yeah.
is it? We could always clap or something afterwards.
Yeah, we could. We could definitely do that. We're still learning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tattered Couch Podcast. I'm Mitch, and you are who?
On oatmeal.
Sam McFace is what it says on my Skype.
Just tell them
They don't know how to spell it. It's spelled weird.
shut up.
There was this fucking random ass girl that messaged me on Skype and asking me like if I wanted to go out sometime, and I was like, "Do I fucking know you?"
You
Because you
answered
don't.
the.
I was like, "You don't know me," and I've been with the same girl for 6 years. It's like,
Calm down, Grandpa.
and then the link
I got
fucking
one too, I think.
No, the link popped up right underneath of it. It was like freesex.com or some shit. And I
Yeah.
was like, what? I didn't know you got fucking like junk mail shit on your Skype.
Yeah, I got it on my fucking PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah. It's like username girl XX. Bunch of random numbers.
People try to do that in
They're
Destiny.
like, hey. It's like, oh God.
Yeah, people try to do that in Destiny. Like I was playing Trials one time and we got fucking melted by this team of like we were in the flawless pool and we're not
Just start
flawless.
spamming fucking cam videos at you.
No, we were in the flawless pool and like everybody you play against has went flawless, which really anymore doesn't mean anything. This was before the update, and we were trying to do it, and we just got melted by this team. And then somebody messaged and was like, "Free trial carries only cost $10. Give me your information." I was like, first of all, that's not a carry. You're trying to take my account and play as me. If this was real, and obviously this is not, you're just gonna try and hack my account. So no, and I'm also not giving you $10 even if you were to just straight carry me. Like, what the fuck? I'm just playing in this ridiculous pool because it's Sunday and that's when everything gets hot as fuck. So no, it's like ridiculous anymore. I constantly get spam
Must
junk mail text messages too like that. It's weird.
It's like what is it? I had ordered Domino's online or whatever, and
Yeah,
they've been sending me messages. They spam your email pretty fucking horribly.
yeah. Amazon does that to me.
Yeah, but it's like, do you want to unfollow this? It's like it's one message in like a sea of junk mail, and you guys don't fucking say the other shit's spam. Why
Yeah,
do you want to fucking do it with this specific one?
yeah. They did that also earlier whenever I scheduled an oil change for my car. They texted me while I was still on the phone with them. And I got off the phone and I was like, "Who texted me?" Looked at it and was like, if you want this it's at this time, at this place on this day, and just reply stop if you want it to stop. It's like,
Yeah, we'll reply it all.
okay. Like, are you just gonna keep spamming me every day? But yeah, spam
Just
mail
get a
sucks.
burner phone. Just be like this one. Never open the messages, so it still works.
Ugh. It's weird because like iPhones, if you get a text message and you like look at your screen, you don't unlock it or anything like that. You just look at your screen and it says, "Hey, you got a text message from this person." Sometimes I'll just lock my phone and put it down because I got time to reply because I'll be at work or something.
Uh,
And like 2 minutes later, it dings like I didn't fucking see it. It like dings and tells me there's a message. I go back and look at it's the same fucking message. It's like, here's your
That's funny.
2-minute reminder. It's like, no, please stop it. I don't know how to turn it off either. I don't know if you even can.
Just turn off all notifications.
Oh no, I can't do that. I'll miss out on a lot of shit if I do that.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, like I need Facebook to like let me know whenever somebody wants to buy something off of me, or I miss a sale. Fuck that.
Oh, you'll get to.
Fuck that, man. I need that money. I need my money now. Need it now. It's like this one dude messaged me last night in the dead of fucking night on a weekday. It was like, hey man, come grab this spot for free in this wheel so I can close it. And I was like, woke up, saw it, answered. Oh, sorry, it already closed. Well, you fucking messaged me in the dead of night. Like, we got
Yeah,
lives here, man.
now you have to wake up immediately.
I have woken up to stuff like that before, like on the ding somehow, and managed to get lucky. But it wasn't for free, it was just like cheap spots. Uh, I have renounced my addiction to Destiny. So now we can do shows. Yes, I have no more addiction. I've broken it.
Oh, okay.
It's only taken 2 weeks. Just itching constantly like, come on. Come on, just play every day you know you want to. Come on, do it. There's a new GM out. And I was like, I'll get it on the weekend. No, the weekend's too far away. You can get on now and do it now. It's like, stop it. It's like a struggle with that at work every day. It's just like, leave your job. Just leave. Be alright.
Just walk away now.
It's like, I jumped on last week for one day and fucking beat the GM in 2 runs, and I was like, man, really? There is nothing else to do on this fucking thing. I mean, unless I want to, like, go after one of these weapons, like, in a raid. So I did that, and that took, like, 2 hours because I had, like, awesome people with me, so I was like, yep, I'm done, I guess. Just turned it off. I was like, oh my god, I've never done that before.
When you say 2 hours, to you that sounds short. I don't know.
Well, we beat the first raid in 59 minutes and like 42 seconds or some shit like that. Cause like there's a timer that pops up on my emblem if I beat my last time. And then we just did the end of the last Wish raid to see if I can get the fucking Thousand Voices gun. It's like the only gun I want that I don't have. And you only get a chance at it a week. You get 3 chances if you have 3 characters. 2 if you have 2. 1 if you... Yeah. And I only did it on 1 character. I was just like, I'm not doing this again. Bye.
The Monster Hunter has like an arena, or it's timed. There's like 4 or 5 different preset layouts that you have to choose from.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like that dude Smoke I told you about before. I think the best time for Last Wish I ever saw was his, and it was fucking 12 minutes. I was like, there's no fucking way. How? Is like, you just skip every fucking box, go out of bounds, people go to orbit, and you gotta time it all right and beat this boss this fast, and then you hurry up and get over here, and fucking, it's like all speedrun strategy. It's like, fuck that, dude. It's not even like fun. I don't know, I like to play the whole raid, unless it's Vault of Glass, because that's that one where I was yelling out the things to the people.
Yeah.
Like, I've done that thing so many fucking times. It's just, I just play Atheon if somebody needs help. That's it. Last boss part. So, I mean, that's all I do now. It's just, I'm never doing another full Vault run. No point.
Sounds terrible.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think I ran it. Let me see. Let me think. It took
Well,
me.
it's just funny how they try to make it like a game in and of itself, but it's just like this makes it more tedious.
Yeah. Well, and then they boot that up by like, Oh, there's a new challenge every week in the raid. Like, you cannot, like the Oracle challenge, when you're doing Oracles on this one part. No person can shoot the same Oracle twice. There are 7 rounds building up from 3 to 7 Oracles. So everybody gets into a spot and then everybody rotates. Like they rotate to their spot on the next call, and then you got to do it like that and shit like that. And then it's like, oh, you have to kill every wyvern while they're sacrificing. Which, if they sacrifice, it's a immediate wipe, and you have to start over.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've done them both. The Oracle one's not that bad. The other one I was carried through because I was like, I'm fighting this dude. Somebody has to get that guy. So like, I never even got to kill a wyvern because I was always fighting dudes, or like a champion or something while they were running through sacrificing. I'm clear over here. I can't get to it in time. So I mean, it's essentially a carry because I didn't even really do anything but hold everything off.
That's weird fighting. Are they like dragons
On
or
what?
just like bird wyverns?
They're like, think of a giant robot, but instead of arms, they have like these crazy wings that like light up and shit, and they can just stomp you or like fucking blast you away with shit. And like, they have a lot of health. And I mean, it's not much to take care of it, but whenever there's something else, like another champion or a horde of enemies trying to kill us, one of us has to hold them off. And I'm usually like, I play really aggressive, so I'm always in their face and I'm already right there when they're spawning. So it's like, it makes more sense for the dude behind me that's covering me to just kill the wyvern when he's sacrificing and me fend off the people. Because I have a lot of things that do area of effect damage. So it's like I freeze shit all around me, so it like saves them time. It's really not as hard as I'm making it sound, but like I'm trying to explain it in detail to you.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
always like ice stuff in games.
yeah, I mean Stasis is fairly new. I mean, I think it's like a year old now that they added it,
Yeah.
and it's like the meta for pretty much everybody but Titans.
Mm.
So, I mean, and I'm a hunter, and that Void and Stasis are pretty much our go-tos usually, unless like mm, DPS, you could like run Gunslinger, where you just fire a single shot out of like this magnum that appears, and it does like 325,000 damage.
Those are what special moves.
They're called supers, but
Well, that game sounds weird.
it's weird, but it's fun. There's no way in hell it's fun by yourself because I played it by myself for like a year one time on D1, Destiny, the first Destiny, and it was not fun. I did a raid one time, and
You
like,
mean like solo runs?
yeah, no, solo, like playing an MMO solo like fucking sucks, or at least on Destiny it is, because like all the good shit to get, you do raids or do like really hard shit. So it's like you can't do that by yourself. I mean, you can solo like a GM or a raid, but then you're just disrespecting your own time. Like, I don't care how good you are, it's gonna take a while for you to do it. Just because like in Grandmasters, if you try to solo a Grandmaster, right? You are fighting things that are like hordes of enemies that are ridiculously tanky. So you want like 3 guns firing on one on one like major dude the whole time.
So I just hate that about shooting games in the first place.
I mean, you can use a bow. You
Yeah,
can.
but just shooting stuff having to be accurate, like shoot it 1,000 fucking times. It's
Yeah,
just
I
so
know. I hate it too. Like,
horrible.
and I've always said it too. Like, make it fucking harder, not by fucking giving them a shit ton of health.
Yeah.
Like that's just copping out on it. You know what I mean? It's just a cop out. Like, oh, we don't know how we could make this any harder because these things already do devastating attacks. Let's make them really hard to kill too. That's not even really hard to kill him. It just takes forever.
Yeah. Pain in the ass. Like, forget in Fallout 4 if I spec'd wrong into guns, because I was more of a melee fighter. So I just remember spending like so much ammo on like was it Mylark Queen? Where I just shot acid at me and I'm like flying around in this fucking power armor.
Yeah, I've still never played Fallout 4. So,
It's fun. I don't understand. Like Fallout 4 has this like leveling system, like how Oblivion's is, I think. Except that the NPCs have different names, and there's characters or NPCs that only spawn when you're like level 95.
yeah.
And I've never met, except for like the videos people have seen that I think like just use console commands to get their level that high. I don't think I've ever seen somebody legitimate level that high. So I've done all the cheesy shit. I've only been able to get to like 50 or 70.
See, in Skyrim, there's a guy called the Black Knight or something like that that shows up on that DLC for Solstheim, whatever DLC that one is. It's you go to that island or whatever.
What
And
is it again?
it's on,
Sorry.
yeah. My bad too, because I just burped. In Skyrim, there's the
Oh,
DLC
it's Skyrim.
There's a DLC called Heartfire. That's that one where you build houses, and then there's that other
Yeah.
one. I forget what it's called, but you go to Morrowind. You go to an island off the coast of Morrowind, and there's like this volcano that like fucked everything up and shit.
Yeah,
Well,
or it's scorched or something.
yeah, and then there's this dude. I was looking up shit on Skyrim just one day just to make sure I beat everything, and like there's this Black Knight or some shit that shows up only when you're level 80, and he shows up there somewhere. And it's supposed to be like the hardest thing in the game, and I got my fucking level up to like 78, 79, and then I was just like, look, I'm so fucking tired of doing this. So I just never fought him. I was so close, and I was like, you know what, I'm done.
I think I only got to level 50 or something in Skyrim. And then
Yeah.
I found the glitch for was it Augmentinium and just leveled up all the way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, there's like a way to dupe the Augmentinium so you can just keep leveling.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I remember people talking about that. Yeah, it's just mine was legit, but I also tried to 100% the whole game. And
I did everything interesting in Skyrim. I just didn't level very much.
yeah, I did everything interesting too, and cleared a whole bunch of caves and dungeons and shit out. But I was like, I wonder how much I'm missing, and I looked up a completed map of Skyrim, like all the icons clear, everything like that. I was like, fuck that. I'm only like halfway there. It's just not worth it.
Did that in Oblivion like a few times probably.
I can't wait to play that for the show.
That's just so much fun things to do in Oblivion.
Yeah, Oblivion's a way more fun game. Skyrim's just like super serious and dark and gloomy.
Yeah, I forgot that like I did everything in Skyrim. And then like I booted it up on my PS3 and I was like, oh shit, I did do everything. Cause I was looking at all the Dragon Sorcerer masks and I was like, oh, did I get all those? And I was like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I got all of them too. It took me a minute because I had to like track everything down, but I got them eventually. And like the reward's not even that great either. It's just like cool.
A better mask or something.
It's another fucking mask. I forget what it does, but it's not like
Yeah.
even great. And like
The first one I found was the green one, and that helps with archery, and it was the only one I cared about.
yeah, I did a lot of archery up to a point, and then eventually I stopped. I don't know why,
I
but
did. My first character was a healer archer, like it always is.
jeez. There was a request for us to do Morrowind a while back.
That'd be fun.
I do have Morrowind, but you don't have an original Xbox. But you do have a PC now.
Yeah.
So I remember
All the fixed mods for it.
oh, I don't know. I know whenever I got Skyrim on Xbox One, it came with a fucking shitload of mods. I remember that. Like, there's a Legend of Zelda quest in there, and you can get the Hylian shield and the Master Sword.
Wow.
I'm not even joking. Like, that seems like some licensing shit because they sell the game with the mods. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't buy the mods. Like,
Well, it's the fact that the game comes with the mods. So you're buying this Microsoft fucking game made by Bethesda, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna add some Nintendo shit in here." It's like, "Oh, we know how Nintendo feels about that."
I think it's as long as they don't, as long as Microsoft doesn't pay them much, or Bethesda.
I have no idea. It
It's
just
like
seems like
fan created shit.
I don't know. It just seems like they would definitely do something about that. It's like you're using our licensed character.
That's what I wonder about. Like, I beat the remake of Link's Awakening, and somebody tried to remake that game that isn't Nintendo. You'd have to have licensing for Mario characters too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then, truthfully, if you wanted to authentically make Ocarina of Time, you'd have to as well. Because there's just pictures of them in the window.
That is true too. Yeah.
It's
I
like weird.
I'm still like waiting for Oracle remakes.
That'd be weird.
It's so fucking badass. But it's like I want the third game that they never made.
No,
Like
like it's Pokemon or some shit.
huh?
Like it's Pokemon or some shit.
What do you mean?
So they got the two different versions, and you got the third version. It's like a combination of both of them and some new shit.
Well, no, it was supposed to fucking come out, but then they scrapped it, I guess for some reason. I don't know why. It was supposed to be all right, you got the harp that I think you were supposed to get like a flute in the third one. Yeah. That's why Faror's in there. Faror or whatever, the other goddess that they don't focus on in the
Oh,
other two games.
I
Like,
forget.
yeah, she was. They were supposed to have a third fucking game, and that's also if you like, whenever you start up the game, you know how. What are you doing?
You can hear that.
Like moving
My
around?
drawer. My drawer.
Oh, I heard a bunch of noise. But anyway, whenever you turn on the fucking games, you know how there'll be those three things, and like a flame will come up while like Twin Rova's talking or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, there's three of them there. There was supposed to be a third game, and then they just didn't. So that's like, fuck, I really want to know what that was going to be.
Supposed to be a third Twin Ropa.
No, a third flame, a third sacrifice, a third game.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why those three things are there. But because I was always wondering that when I was a kid, and then I listened to a podcast and they were talking about it, and I was like, oh, that's why. Fuck. It was like that third flame just never lit up.
Thought it was like Zelda's or whatever.
Um,
It's been a while. I haven't played it.
I know. Those are two other games I want to play for the show. But
Beat those games so many times too.
you're probably just like, I don't want to do it again.
If they make a new version, I'm kind of obligated.
Did you do the double thing with them?
Yeah.
You beat them both? Oh, and you got the code and it worked and shit?
Yeah.
Nice. I
And I
never got
did
to
it.
do that.
I did it reverse too, because you can beat the game and then port that to the other one, and then once you beat that, you can port it back and beat it the other way. And then I also did it starting each different way.
Nice. Does it change anything?
Changes certain things. I'd have to um have to be fresher in my memory remember it all. I know there's what is it? You get the codes and shit from where you have to go in one game, talk to somebody, and they're like, tell blah 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 this code in a different universe or whatever. And you do that, and that's how you get like the big Begoron sword or whatever the fuck it's called, brigand sword.
Big
And
Goron sword. That's what
yeah,
everybody usually calls it. But did
and
you
you
get
can
all the
get
rings?
your yeah probably, but you can get your sword to level 3 to where it shoots out beams.
Oh, you can do that in the normal game.
I think you can only get to level 2.
I thought I remember getting 3.
I think that's if you
Cause
transfer it, you get 3.
oh no, I used the Game Shark on one of them on a playthrough, and I ended up getting like level 3. I don't know if I ever legitimately got the third sword though.
I think if you get all the shells in Link's Awakening, you get the level 3 sword as well.
Yeah, I know that. I never did that either. I think it was like 2 off, and that
Yeah,
was in
they're
the original
strange.
one.
Yeah, they're, what is it? If you have the Chomp Up dude, he can find them for you.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that
like
you did that.
hops over them.
Oh neat. What the fuck? I need to go back and try and beat that game because whenever that one night you wanted to play it, I restarted my thing because you wanted to replay it and I was on like the final thing.
Why didn't you make a new save?
I don't know because we were drunk. I just fucking deleted it for some reason.
Oh, it's logical.
Yeah, not really.
I don't know if I've ever got like all the hearts in those games.
I never go for all heart containers. That's just not like it's not important to me because it's like you don't need these.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Do you think the remake of Link's Awakening is easier?
Well, considering I beat Link's Awakening original whenever I was like 10, I couldn't tell you that.
Uh, should try playing them back to back.
No, I'm good.
They follow pretty good.
You know me on replaying games.
Yeah, you do it all the time.
No,
It's your favorite thing to do.
it's awful to do. It's like Final Fantasy 9. I was like, oh, I'm gonna like doing this again, and then I played through our first show, and I was like, it's gonna be rough. I only beat this game a year ago. That's why it's like, why am I doing this again? I should have picked a different game.
I've been enjoying it. It's just like there's so much shit that I have to do right now.
I'm slowly like starting to re-enjoy it. It's just the fact that I beat it so recently. I'm just like, I could be playing a totally different game that I've never played before. It's like I have a fucking game room full of other options. It's like, why did I pick one I already fucking did?
Oh, why not?
Well, because also I have access to the whole Ghosts and Goblins series, which I kind of wanted to do too.
Oh, God. I can't beat those games.
I want to. I mean, it's like one of those things where you just keep playing and eventually you get good.
I don't know. I don't really enjoy them all that much. So,
Well, the one you never played, but you watched me play. You said you always wanted to play it, the Maximo Ghosts to Glory.
the whatever it's called.
It's like the successor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spiritual successor.
those things are so much fucking better. Like they're still hard, but they're fun. They're like really fun games. So I'm down for that. I'm trying to get the Vita off of Matt so I can put a bunch of PS1 games on it and just play everything mobile, like PS1 that we do. Like there's a lot of RPGs on the PS1 that are supposed to
All
be
the
like
feet.
really good.
Yeah, I get you.
So
Thought you were talking about your phone. I was like, oh God, this sounds terrible.
no, I'm not putting a PS1 game on my phone. It's like Brave Fencer Musashi. I want that so bad on handheld so I can just fucking play it anytime I want.
Did you see they made a Switch or a Steam handheld?
What is it?
A Steam handheld.
Oh, the Steam Deck or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like impossible to buy right now.
looks like the Switch Lite.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
exactly what it is. They just fucking,
I think it's bigger.
they're just like, who's gonna fucking just copy this and now you can have Steam anywhere. It's like that sounds fucking amazing. How much is it? Well, scalpers are selling it for $1,200. It's like, okay, no.
Is, do you know if that was digital only
What?
games?
I'm pretty sure, like 100% sure it's all straight streaming on Steam and shit like that.
Oh shit.
Like, I don't know. Sounds kind of, it seems like it's going to be ghetto too, honestly. But I haven't watched a review on it.
Well, it's weird because like I think Steam like heavily goes to computer games. Computer games have like the the easiness of being able to fucking have a keyboard with shit ton of keys. And you also have like combinations of keys that you can use. So
Yeah.
it's just like, how are you gonna put that into a controller?
Right. I get that 100%. But, I mean, you just want Honey Pop handheld.
Oh yeah, that'd work as a phone game.
Like,
I
it's
don't
like,
know, that like borders on like Inception territories because there's a phone in the game. So
oh
you're
yeah, that's true.
on a phone in a game. Might lose your mind doing that.
I don't know about that. You ever watch a TV show where they're watching a TV show or that TV show is watching a TV show? You know what I'm
It's just like an infinity shot of somebody on
saying?
the couch staring at TV.
Yeah. Anyway, we should probably get to kicking it. Welcome to the Tag Couch Podcast. I'm your host, Mitch.
Um, Michael.
All right, Michael. And Michael, is that who we have on the show today, Michael?
Yeah, I think so.
Mike, tell Michael to get the fuck out of here. I wanted Mike, not Michael.
Michael.
All right. Time to talk
Put
about.
Oscar Chan on here.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Should just break everything.
I don't know what you do. Should
Some.
probably just take the headset off.
Jeez. All right. Today we're talking about Star Fox 64. Star Fox 64, known as Lylat Wars in the PAL regions, is a 3D rail shooter video game developed by Nintendo for the N64. It is the second installment in the Star Fox series and a reboot of the original Star Fox for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Seaman. Star Fox 64 was the very first Nintendo 64 game to feature support for the system's Rumble Pack. First
Oh,
rumbly.
fucking Rumble Packs. Did you
Well, I wasn't done, Michael.
Oh,
Mike would have never interrupted me like that.
we
Like
take turns interrupting you.
like the SNES Star Fox game before it, Star Fox 64 has been deemed one of the greatest video games of all time.
Hell yeah.
A stereoscopic 3D remake for the Nintendo 3DS, Star Fox 64 3D, was released in 2011, which is fucking great, by the way. And
That's the one I played.
a reimagining for the Wii U, Star Fox Zero, was released in 2016.
16.
I have it. I asked you if you wanted to play it one night, and you were like, ugh. I mean, it's pretty as fuck, but I mean,
Can't handle disappointment when I'm drunk.
no, I know. It's one of the reasons why I was like, I'll just leave it there. So, Star Fox 64, Mike, you're the expert. You can kick it off.
No. Well, people always talk about like how much better graphics wise a sequel looks. This is probably hands down the biggest upgrade. from graphics. Did you ever play the NES one?
And there's a Super Nintendo
The
one.
Super Nintendo, the SNES one.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of fucking angly shit flying at you constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What lines? I remember seeing just like the line version of it.
Yeah, it's scary. I mean, I have fun playing it, don't get me wrong, but and it's weird because
Very
the
confusing.
that Wikipedia entry fucking says it's a remake of that, and no, it's fucking not. Like, no, it's not at all. Because, like, look, is there at one point in this game, because I missed the left side and down the middle of the planet thing, I only went straight right on the planets, but is there at any point that your R-Wing, the ships are called R-Wings,
Yes.
uh, you come down and then the fucking wings come out and point down and you walk on your wings?
That was the second one. The unreleased second one.
Shut the fuck up. I totally forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is an unreleased one that they released on the Super Nintendo Mini. Woo. And
Yes.
it is very fun, but like it's still, I don't know. They're all fun.
The first one's like weird looking.
Yeah, no, it looks like shit, but it is fun.
Yeah. There's like an open-ended one aspect to the second one, which is always cool. And
Did you
it's
beat it?
basically the same place. Yeah.
Oh, how'd it go? Like the whole thing?
Uh, Pretty sure it's relatively easy. There's certain parts of it that are kind of hard.
Yeah, I made it halfway through and died once, and then I just turned it off because I died in a dumbass way. It's on what the fuck? They released it on Switch as well, I'm pretty sure.
Switches.
Yeah. Cause so if you pay that like $20 a year thing, you'll get access to that.
Oh yeah.
Well, it'll be in the Super Nintendo emulator. I'm pretty sure it was on the Switch. So. And I mean, the game looks really good on the new N64 emulator on the Switch. That's what I played this on anyway, because
Oh yeah.
I don't have the
Yeah, that's
cartridge
definitely
anymore.
the emulator. I forgot about that. Cause whenever I got home and played the 3DS version, I could instantly tell whatever the pictures of the people coming up and talking. I was like, oh god, yeah, that one's like really old.
So, did you prefer the Switch over the 3DS?
I don't know. I'll have to have played it a little more.
I think the
I was
3DS
against
runs the
control.
smoothest. I've never played the Wii U one. I know I own it, but I never played it.
Uh,
The 3DS one just feels good. I don't know. It's weird. It just
and
feels real
it's
smooth, like real responsive would be the best word for it.
Did you do any of the training?
No,
That's
I'm not
why
doing
you
that.
fail.
I did that a long, long time ago, and I was like, I hate tutorials. Bye.
So
It's just
really, it's tutorial.
I don't like being told how to fuck. I'll press buttons and figure it out. You know what I mean? It's like on the Switch, how you were telling me it's right bumper, left.
Oh, that was retarded.
Oh no, but here's the thing. It
Yeah,
You can just double tap the right bumper.
yeah, but
You don't have to use that left fucking thing at all. That L2 essentially what it is.
if you want to make hard left turns,
Yeah, you use the R2 and L2, you can do the hard left just single. Just one press and then turn. That's all it is. But
oh
like,
yeah, you're only supposed to double tap.
huh?
Said you only was it Peppy tells you that you have to. It's a double tap or whatever.
Well, yeah, but you were telling me you had to do L2 and R1 the whole time. You didn't tell me all I had to do was double tap, and then I saw him fucking tell me. I was like, did he not? Read it? To
I
like
was
do the
doing that
spin.
to make a hard right and a hard left.
Oh, I thought you were doing it to spin. To
Uh,
do a barrel roll.
yeah. Well, sometimes it'll be like, 'cause I think I always favor doing one over the other, and I forget which one. But if that'll be my like default one, and then like it'll be like, oh, I have to make like the opposite turn, so I'll like have to switch it over real quick, you know?
Uh,
Yeah. I default to the right one, and then it's like, oh, you gotta make a quick left turn, so I gotta like switch over, and since that's not either both bumpers or both triggers, it fucking fucks up my head every single time.
does it seem to you, and this isn't just for this game, this is for like any game, does it always seem like turning right is slower than turning left?
I don't know.
I always feel like that, especially on this game.
Uh,
Like the
well,
right
this
the
game's
right
kind of
feels
weird.
wider. I don't
This
know.
game's kind of weird with how the camera works because I think it's technically like a 3D rendered level, but the camera like floats behind you. So as you turn, it adjusts to where you are. It's strange
I don't know, it just
to
feels
think
weird to me.
about it.
But it's like even racing games, it feels like going right is always slower than going left, or like the turn always feels wider. I don't know.
Maybe you favor one side of the TV.
I don't know. um, let's talk about those characters. Who we got? We
This
got
character.
we got Fox McCloud. Uh, you can talk backstory on these as I list them off. Fox McCloud.
One quick talk backstory.
I mean, you beat the game a million
Story
times. You
on
know all of them.
Fox.
Yeah, yeah. What's the backstory? Because I don't even know the backstory, but I know the shit about his dad and shit. Like I don't.
You didn't listen to the
Fuck no.
there's like
I'm trying
whenever
to
you
play
start a
games.
new game, it tells you the story. Or if you let the menu go, it'll tell you the story too.
Yeah, no,
There's
I
not
I
really
just play
much
games.
backstory. It's like Fox is essentially a mercenary, and his dad was a mercenary. And I forget how old this lore is. I think it's like the beginning. But like if you look on the art, Fox has robot legs from his knees down. And supposedly everybody on the team does because the R-Wing goes so fast that it sucks all the blood out of your feet into your head and makes you pass out. So like
I've
they
heard this theory.
move the portions of their legs so that they don't have as much blood to rush out of their body. Well, it wouldn't work because your body would adapt to it.
It's I've always heard that theory, but you know it's fucked up. I always thought his legs were just had armor on them.
Yeah. Well, the older games, it's kind of hard to tell.
Well, it's like even in Smash Bros on the 64. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
exactly. Just look like he has boots.
yeah. I just always thought that was armor. I didn't know he had robot legs.
Does Captain Falcon have knee highs?
I don't know. I never really looked because I never played as Falco. He felt like a slower version of Fox, but a heavier version, or a faster version of Fox, but heavier at the same time. I don't know. He always felt weird to me. I don't know. And then
I
you
played them all the time.
and then you got Falco Lombardi,
Yeah.
fucking cunt.
So Falco's like besides you, the ace pilot.
Yeah, he's a douchebag. Is what he is. He just
Yeah,
gets
but
mad.
he's also the best pilot besides you.
Fox, get this dude off me. You fucking shoot him off of a. Oh, gee. Awesome. I've been saved by Fox. It's like,
Oh,
dude,
gee, I've been saved by Fox. How swell.
you just asked for my help. You don't, fuck you. And then we
Uh,
got,
uh,
yeah, he's like his right hand man kind of deal.
yeah, your wingman.
And then you got fucking Slippy the Toad. He's a little bitch. Fucking
Yeah,
despise him.
Slippy is the technical specialist. He analyzes
Oh
boss. He analyzes the bosses and gives you the health bar.
no!
So if you let him get shot down, you have no health bar. Or if you beat the boss really fast, then you don't get health bar.
I fucking hate. He's out of all the people, he is just like, help, Fox, help.
Yeah.
If he gets shot down, he's like, oh no.
It's like, oh man, I forget what he says. You gotta count me out on this one or something.
Yeah, and then who's the bunny dude?
Peppy hair.
Peppy Hair. I forgot his name.
He's the tutorial essentially. The old pilot that tells you everything that you need to know, all the tricks.
And he used to fly with your dad.
Yeah, your dad, him, and Pigma were on a team. Was it the story at the beginning of the game? Is that Fox is Fox's dad, which is named James McCloud, which I don't know why he named his son Fox if he has a regular name.
I feel like they were making a play on James Bond a little bit.
It's funny because in game, his like little portrait thing
Hmm.
is just Fox's image with sunglasses on.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you fucking shitting me?
it's the exact same.
Uh, that's cheap.
It's
They
funny to
fucking
see
didn't
it though.
skimp on a single thing on this. I'll be honest, this is a great game. Fucking, they didn't skimp on fucking anything. But really? That's what they decided to fuck it up with?
There's a shit ton of homages in this game too. So,
Uh, Give me an example.
was it? Could say that was it Fox? Was it the thing you just said about James Bond?
Oh. Oh.
He like made my brain like go in reverse there. I was like, what? You just named one.
Oh, whoops.
Now my brain can't function. Not compute.
When we go through this game, I should have probably just texted you all this shit. But before we go through this game and shit, whenever you're talking about planets,
Yeah.
like places, make sure you tell me what the fucking planet's called, because I don't remember the names of the planets at all, because there's fucking a shit ton of them.
I have the score attack thing on the 3DS right here, so
Alright, sweet. We did no research. We just played the game.
play this game a bunch of times
Yeah, what'd you do? You used to beat it every day
for
before
high
school.
Yeah, I would not sleep in high school very much. I would sleep at like was 6 whenever I got back from school.
Ah, that explains why you look so tired in school.
Oh yeah, that explains it.
Like legit, the one time I told you I saw you, you looked. Remember, I was like, bro, I think he's just like stoned out of his mind. No, you were probably just fucking tired.
I don't know matters if I played football for the beginning of high school, but not afterwards. But I played Star Fox probably since I was 7.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was my favorite game then, and still one of my favorite games. Because there's like an arcade style to it. And there's like a choice and a bunch of secrets and shit. That's always fun to fuck around with.
Yeah, and that's the cool part about this game. There's a bunch of different ways you can go, and like
Yeah.
secret shit. And it's so much better than just a straightforward fucking game. I
Oh
love
yeah.
like shit like that. So, It's a great game. But anyway,
So I was telling the story of the beginning of the game.
okay.
Uh, okay, like Andros started war with Lilat system. So he's tried to take it over, and was first he sent Fox's dad's team to go, and then like Pigma betrays him. Fox's dad is like unfound. Nobody knows where he is. And then Pigma returns, or Peppy returns, tells the story. Pigma joins the Star Wolf team, and was it? And then like I forget how many it said. 5, 10, 20 years. One of those.
Okay.
Like Andros comes to take over the galaxy again. So General Pepper, which is definitely feels like a reference to the Beatles.
Another
Fucking
homage.
yeah. Um, I was doing so good with last today. I'm just like fucking up completely. It's terrible.
General Pepper.
Yeah. General Pepper asked Star Fox to save Corneria. That's pretty much the beginning of the game.
I was sitting there waiting for an ending. I was like, he's going real slow. He's building up. He's
No,
building.
no, no crescendo for you.
Nice. So, yeah, you start out on Corneria.
Corneria,
If that's not an Italian
fourth
name.
planet of the Lilac system.
Even though it's the first planet you start at.
Well, Solar's in the middle. Like, I thought of this
Is that the red one?
game's
That's the red one, right?
it's the fireplace that you wanted to go to for some reason, even though it's like a god awful level.
Because I only went to it once and it was pretty cool. So,
It's god awful as in it's like low scoring planet where you can get a lot of damage.
yeah, the lava fucked me up a lot. So,
Yeah.
I made it to
It's
like the boss and on the 3DS and fucking died. I was just like, why can't I beat this?
terrible.
Pretty much. I'm like not great at this game. But I mean, it's another one of those fucking games that I like playing a lot, but I'm just not good at. And I'm just like, I gotta get good at it. It's fun.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's
It's
pretty much
like
how I
I
play all
did
games.
not beat any of my high scores.
What
I
the
think I
fuck?
even went through like more high score favorable way too. At
Which
least
way?
one of the times.
Well, you probably beat all of it. How do you get to the black planet right after Solar? Do you just beat Solar?
The Black Planet.
There's like a black planet. Like, okay, so there's Corneria at the
Corneria.
start. If you went
Corneria.
in a straight line, there's like a gray planet, and then there's Solar, and then there's like this
Yeah.
blackish purple planet right after it in a straight line.
Is it Macbeth?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's the planet in between the two space stations.
Well, what's there? Because I've never been there.
Beth is one of my favorite levels.
Yeah, how do you
It's
get there?
you can get there from Solar, doing it the proper way, not the wrong way.
Oh, what's the
Uh,
wrong way?
I forget exactly.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Some of the places are really confusing with how you get to them. Like you can get to Katina from the Y sector, but it's like whether you choose to go up and down at a certain point in the game.
Yeah, I'm looking at a
Well,
map of it right now with all the fucking bars linking each planet on easy, normal, hard, and warp. and it's just a fucking mess. It is. It's just a
Yeah,
fucking
you
mess.
can go all over the place.
Yeah. So
It's like,
Macbeth. You can get to Macbeth from Sector X, the normal way, or the normal way from Zone S, the one right by Sector
oh,
Z. And you can also get there from Solar. So there's three ways to get to Macbeth,
yeah.
which I did not do any of them because Slippy got slapped. Like seriously, he was one fucking shot away from dying, and he fucking slapped Slippy. I was like, no, I want to see where I go.
You can get from Zonus to Macbeth.
Uh, let me see. Yes, yes, you can. Ha! You didn't even know. You can
Well,
get
no,
to.
I'm pretty sure it did because was it the Sector Z or whatever?
Yeah,
That's
there's.
like a terrible level for high scores. And Zonus and Macbeth are really good places.
You can also get to Area B from Macbeth. Have you ever done that?
Area B,
Yeah, it's the planet right.
Area 6.
It's right before Venom on the side on the left side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Area 6. It's like the space
Oh, it looked
defense.
like a B. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the harder levels.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Oh, you didn't make it there. So
The
you
only.
just kept going to the satellite thing. Oh, sure.
Yeah. It looks like the only place I've never been on here is Area B, Macbeth, and did we do Zonus that night? I know we were in Aquas, but
Zonus was the pollution place with the spotlights.
okay, I've only not been to Area B and Macbeth then, which
Macbeth is a
sucks.
tank level where
Like,
you chase a train.
oh
You
God.
have to destroy the train. And there's like whenever you destroy all of the train, there's like just the engine, and it has this boss that's flying behind it, and this like spasticated colon that it has that just opens up and shoots out these things that shoot lasers out of them, and then you have to float over them or dodge them. It's like one of the harder bosses in the game, in my opinion.
My favorite boss is the dog plant
Why do you like the dog?
because I beat him like in a ridiculous amount of time.
That is
Like,
probably the boss that I've fought the least, the level that I've gone to the least.
really.
Yeah.
Because both times when I did it, yeah, if Slippy gets slapped into what the fuck's that planet called, um, Titania,
Yeah.
you end up you don't fly an R-wing anymore. You drive a
Yeah, the
Ro
landmass.
yeah, the Landmaster. I want to call it the Land Rover for some reason, but
On
uh,
Macbeth, there's like a part where Slippy's like, "How you enjoy the Landmaster, Fox?" It's like, shut the fuck up, Slippy.
fuck that frog.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I think he made the Landmaster and the what's it called, Blue Fox, which is the submarine.
I forgot about the submarine. Yeah, you can also drive a submarine in one level.
Yeah, at Aquas.
Yeah, Aquas is. I hate water levels, and I thought I was gonna hate that experience, but I mean, I really like the submarine. The Land Rover is fucking whack,
Why?
dude. I don't know. Like it
Well,
just
that
brings
level
back.
they're annoying because there's all those landmines and shit that fucking comes up over the sand dunes and fucking bashes you. They're the
Yeah,
weirdest looking tanks in the world.
it really just like brings back memories of Star Fox Assault. The
I love,
fucking Landmaster on there is fucking. You want to talk about tank controls being bad, dude? Those are bad tank controls.
I like it.
No,
Can
no, no,
roll.
not in 64 and Star
Oh,
Fox Assault. It is like fucking weird. It's like I'm I can go straight. I gotta turn my body, then go left. I gotta turn my body, then go right. Like it's really weird. It
Always
just
feels appropriate in the tank, though.
I
But
I
that you
get
can
it.
mess them up a lot. Too.
Yeah, yeah, you can. I know. I was there. It took me forever to beat that level because of that. But like, you can hop out of your tank in that game and like
Oh
go on
yeah.
foot. And like the worst part about Assault, like Assault's a fun ass game if you can like ignore the retarded ass controls. When you're on foot, like just
Yeah.
Fox, the controls are so fucking. Him himself controls like a tank. It's just
Well,
awful.
dude, you should have. Oscar, settle down. There's a multiplayer in this game, and you don't get to play as a submarine, but there's a third option where you can be on foot.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I
and
didn't know
it's
that.
ridiculous as it sounds.
Especially on the N64. Jeez.
You like jump like super fucking high, and
that's
like
that's how it is in Assault. You just fucking you like float too. It's
so I
weird.
was thinking it had to be like Oscar, stop it. It had to be like inspired. It's like I don't know where else you get that dumbass idea. But the top of their body and the bottom and their legs are essentially like very independent of each other.
Yeah.
You have these little legs that just fucking move super fast while your body's just like stuck in this position. They're holding this giant fucking bazooka gun thing.
That's
Looks
exactly how it is in Assault. Yep.
shoots like spirals of fucking
Yeah.
sparkles out.
Yep. Sounds like Assault.
Yeah,
100%. I don't know about sparkles, but like
it's like sparkly looking
it's
shit.
like if your legs and waist moved on their own and your body stayed in one position.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's awful.
like the top of your body was just a mannequin holding something.
Yeah. No, let's talk about like the worst part about this game. It's a very tedious part of this game.
Oh, what is that?
And it only happens twice that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. You only fight Starwolf's team twice, right?
There are specific levels that you fight them on. And
Yes.
there are, what is it, three?
There's the base, and then there's when you're trying to destroy that satellite.
Yeah, and then
You're trying to protect a base, and you're trying to save. Yeah, you're trying to destroy a satellite. I don't know
and
if
then
there's.
after Area 6, you go to the true side of Venom. You fight the advanced Star Wolf team.
What the fuck is that?
They come back and like Star Wolf has like band-aids on his snout.
What?
Leon has a robot eye. Andrew has like both of his eyes are robot. Pigma has like a metal head.
So he's like Frieza.
They're like, "How do you like our new ships?"
Oh, do the ships do anything different?
They're like, is that they constantly do barrel rolls, so they reflect a lot of your shots.
That sucks.
Yeah, they can either do the loop de loop or the just straight flip back too. They're faster.
God. Fuck that.
They're stronger attacks, definitely.
Oh, and the first time you fucking face them when you're trying to protect the base. Oh my god. It's fucking timed and it doesn't show the timer.
Yeah, the timer doesn't come on for a while, I don't think.
I've never even seen the motherfucker show up.
Well, it's before it blows up.
Oh.
Did you ever have it blow up?
Yeah, I've never beaten him on that level.
You haven't?
I always knock him down to one guy left, and then like I swear to you, a shot away, and then fucking, oh, guess
Explode.
better luck next time, Fox.
Uh, it always explodes on you. Eh?
Yeah,
That's
that's why I end up always going to the right planet or whatever.
X, Sector X.
something.
Is it? Do you like how when you keep playing through and you get to the satellite, you just fight whatever's left of Star Wolf's team,
What do you mean?
like the ones you shoot down in the Pusha or whatever, Vagina, whatever the hell it's called.
I shot down my last one that I beat. I shot down two of them before the thing exploded, but all four of them were there.
That's weird.
Is that like not supposed to happen?
I think it's only supposed to spawn the ones you didn't beat.
I'm getting ganked then. That's fucked
So
up.
I know if you beat them all, they don't show up at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Fucking switch port.
So I think like the canonical way to beat this game is to go. I don't know if it would be canonical because like Andros is alive in one of the other games, or most of the other games, probably all of them. So like,
Well, all the other
hard to
games are
really say.
fucking remakes except for Assault
Uh, but
or Star.
do
Oh, wait. The one we don't speak of, Star Fox Adventures.
yeah, he's alive in that. I'm pretty sure.
Oh God.
But Corneria. I keep wanting to say Cortana. It pisses me off. Corneria. Fourth planet. I just remember that intro. Did you not let it like go a little too long and it starts up with the dude with really dry monotone voice? It's like Corneria.
I
Fourth
have
planet
before,
of
but
the
I always
Lilac
fucking
system.
skip it. Yeah. I always fucking skip that shit because I'm just like, I fucking hate it. Just want
The
to play.
Corneria Metra or Meteo, whatever. It's called fucking asteroid belt.
It's exactly what it is. I mean,
And you go to that place with the bomb, because then you like fight the Star Wolf team. And then you go to Solar, Macbeth, Area 6, and then Venom 2, where you fight the Star Fox, the Star Wolf team and their upgraded ships, and then you go fight the real Andros.
now, yeah, I always ended up fighting Robot Face Andros. And dude, after that first fucking time me and you played it together, I went in there and fucking wiped him. Like, quick as fuck. Like, this whole game was easy for me after you and me played it together because I was like, oh, now I know what to do. And I just fucking flew through that shit.
You
Like,
always gotta fly through circles and what is it? Archways and
arches,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. And Corneria, there's a bunch of buildings that are like blown in half, and you fly in between them. More enemies spawn, so you can get a higher score. And there's a few things where there's like four floating rocks, and if you fly in the meteor place or the asteroid place, whatever, when you fly through the four ring or rocks, there's like a laser upgrade.
A laser upgrade. What's it do?
Upgrades your lasers.
I mean, what does your lasers do?
You shoot enemies with them.
I mean, like, are they stronger or like, can you shoot more or like
You got
try
three
pattern?
levels of lasers. You got the single green laser, which is terrible, and was it two of the four times that I beat the true Andros version, I got to fight the Star Wolf team with my one level one laser and like one or two of my people gone. So that was horrible, but somehow I pulled it off.
I like how you can lose your wings.
If you lose your wings, your laser gets downgraded to level one. But it's got twin laser, which is two green lasers. And then you got the hyper laser, which is blue lasers. Those are the best. And what is it? You can take out like if you get I don't know how many shots, maybe 10, 5. I don't know. You can take off one of the Star Wolf team as they pass across your screen with one of those,
I
which I
just
did.
I just like using bombs. Bombs are hilarious if you connect with like one of the Star Fox team or the
Star Wolf.
Star Wolf team. If you just
Ooh.
drop a bomb, they're just like it's like yeah, you're definitely like one shot now. It's
Well,
so
I don't know
fucking
how
hard
much it
though.
hurts them.
So fucking hard to hit them with a bomb.
Oh
You ever done it?
yeah.
I did it on accident.
I'm doing fighting their upgraded versions. Whenever I'd get there and have like low level lasers and like hardly any teammates, because you have to like shoot them against the ground when they're coming up behind you.
Oh, fuck that. That just seems like a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah.
So what does real Andros do?
It's the exact same thing as fake
Are
Andross.
you fucking serious? They
Yeah.
fucking copped out on the final boss. It's dumb.
Nah, whenever his face explodes, and it's the robot thing. It's just Andross's like giant brain. He's like, only I have the brains to rule Lilac. And Fox is like, finally, Andross, you show your true form. And then like you fight in like all range mode, and the brain's like chasing you down. Its eyeballs come at you on these like purple lasers, and you gotta shoot the eyeballs down. And then you gotta shoot like the back part of the brain. The brain's got a bunch of tendrils, and they grab you and rip your wings off, and it can teleport behind you.
Oh god.
Yeah,
That sounds
it's
fun but
like
annoying.
super fast. It gets right behind you and chases you down. So you gotta like boost away from him, and then hard turn while you brake, and then shoot the brain before it flips around because you can only shoot like the back part of the brain.
So you're like for real like Luke Skywalker
Yeah,
fucking dog fighting this shit.
yeah.
Oh, it sounds so much fun. It's
And
like
as
all I
soon
want this
as
game to be is dog fighting.
yeah,
Like
as
I
soon as
enjoy fighting Star Wolf's team and shit like so fucking much, but I'm just like not super good at it.
like the first boss. Did you play Sector Y a lot? Which I think is an homage to Gundam.
Which one's Sector Y?
The one with the like Gundam looking things.
Sector Y. No, because remember I didn't go that way.
Oh, I thought you did. You
No,
went through
I
the
went to the
meteors.
right. I went to Medio and then Ficnicha, then
I was
Sector
calling it
X,
for China.
China. Uh, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? Oh, it does say that. Sector X, Titania, and then that Bolse,
Yeah,
and then
the satellite.
I guess the right side of Venom. So, is there a difference on the left side of Venom?
All you do is face the upgraded Star Wolf team, and then
Oh,
you go down the pipe thingy. Um, Star Fox is like, I'm going alone from here. Slippy's like, Fox now.
is so there's no fucking dumb golem you have to chase down through some Egyptian shit.
Nope.
Yeah, you
There's
go
no
on the
giant level where you fight a shit ton of. Well, actually, Area 6 is essentially that.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Now, if you go on the right side, you do this huge level with a bunch of ways you can go left and right at, and then you eventually end up at like a fucking I don't know, Aztec fucking temple or some shit. And you go through there and there's this golem just running. And you want to shoot him. He's like this giant stone statue. You have to blow his shoulders off and his legs and he doesn't attack you. He just fucking knocks shit down in front of you.
And bashes the walls and runs.
Yeah. He gets angry.
Like Slippy's like, where's he going?
Yeah, and it's just an infinite fucking tunnel until you beat him.
Uh, you was it whenever your teammates get shot down, they are out for the rest of the level and the next level.
Is that what it is for the next level too, and then they come back?
Yeah.
I never notice because I don't pay attention to those guys unless they say, "Get this guy off me."
Oh,
But it's
like
like constant.
Falco's important to have because if you finish the first level without, you can't finish the first level without Falco if you want to go to Sector Y.
Where do
So you
you
need to
go if
fly
you?
through the archways.
Where do you go if he's dead?
You just go to the Mito or whatever. Mateo.
I
They're the main
always, I think
variable.
I always went to media,
Uh, you
but
gotta
like,
fly through the rings. And then he's like, pretty smooth flying, Fox. It's like, Fox, I got a target. Try to keep up.
so that's what he was talking about when he said that.
Yeah. Well, you kind of have to follow because it makes you go through the waterfall. If the boss,
Oh
the
no, no,
secret
no, no, no,
boss,
no, no,
like
no, no, no,
flies
no.
over your head right there.
That was when me and you were playing, and you were playing that level. Now, when
Yeah.
I did it, I fucking destroyed that fucking dude like I did whenever me and you were playing, and like the second time or whatever,
You shot his leg off.
I just shot his leg off and just dropped a couple bombs and it was done. But no, everybody was still alive. I was just wondering why he didn't take me to the same place as he took you. That's all.
Yeah.
So it's like that
That,
cool secret shit.
that second boss that you can fight. Just like a angrier lizard dude.
I forgot about that shit.
Yeah. It's
Um,
kind of easy.
Most bosses are kind of like forgettable, but they're just hilarious.
Yeah, they're little quotes. You disgusting little worm.
The greatest line delivered in this game is Pigma.
Oh
This is fucking. What is it? Scream just like your daddy did.
yeah. He died. I just remember his quote in his upgraded ship is, "You can't beat me. I've got a better ship." He says it like the whole fucking time. Every time you shoot him.
What the fuck? It's like whenever you do the loop around on Star Wolf, he's like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I've done this to you 9 times. I mean, I don't know why you're not like thinking, you know?
He stopped saying it in the upgraded one. He
What's he
says,
say?
"You're good, but I'm better."
What the fuck? You know, I did shoot down that lizard dude, and I never saw him again in the next one. I don't think actually. Now that I think about it.
I love his. What you can't. Is it shit? What is it? He said,
What?
"You can't beat me. I'm the great Leon."
Oh yeah, he's a Frenchman. We always go after him first.
I always end up accidentally shooting Andrew, which is Andros's nephew.
Yeah, the other monkey.
The, I guess they're all of the things are supposed to be monkeys, like the Gundam looking things. I always think they look like cats or foxes because they're really angular. But they might be supposed to be monkeys.
It's like on Titanium or whatever the fuck that Titania, the
Yeah.
the Land Rover level. Those giant things that land on the land.
Yeah.
They have a little head on them, and it does kind of resemble like a monkey. But it's like,
The ones with the shells, thought they were just like flat.
yeah, you like blow off their fucking legs and shit. But no, they have like a little head on them, I think.
Uh,
Unless I'm thinking of
I
something
think
else.
they just got a weird face.
Oh, that's a good game.
I love it. Is it do you remember whenever you play the time you played Solar? How it's first Falco tells it's like, oh, you gotta keep your altitude up, and
Yeah.
then Peppy says like the same thing, and then Slippy's like, oh, this thing can handle up to 9,000 degrees or something. It's like all of you guys are getting damaged. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the only level I really wanted to revisit whenever I beat it. Whenever I was trying to beat it the second time, I was like, I just want to check out this one and that purple planet back there that I've never been to.
Is it what they're doing on Aqua or Aquas is they're trying to turn it into how Xenos is, like this big toxic waste dump.
Yeah, why are they doing that when they're trying to rule this place?
Andros is one of those villains.
I just do shit.
I destroy everything, so then I have nothing either. It's like, okay.
It's like, does Andros ever have like a full body,
I don't think so.
or is it just like a head?
Well, it has a giant brain,
Or is that what it is? Mainly a brain. It's not really the monkey. It's the brain.
I guess.
But it's
I
somehow
think
he
his
has a
head was
nephew.
built or something.
He has
Yeah,
a
I guess.
nephew.
He has a brother or a sister that had a kid. So I don't know what they're like. I think
uh,
he's a mad scientist.
that's what I see him as. Like
The
100%.
was it the mad scientist from Dragon Ball Z where they had the dude with the big brain that was in a jar and then it's like this monster thing looked like alien.
What was that dude's name?
I don't remember. That might have been what's his name, Doctor Gero or whatever.
Yeah, Jero. There you go.
Maybe I'm not sure.
Yeah, but great game though. Amazing game. Excellent.
Oh,
Little announcement.
huh.
Uh,
Oh, you should do the warps that Mitch didn't do because he's lazy.
I'm not lazy. I just couldn't find it, and I
You
forgot
didn't
to
get the
save state.
second ones either.
I flew around and just destroyed everything like you told me to, and like
Sector
I think I just missed those
X.
meteors or whatever the fuck that you told me to destroy. Those like
They're
big ass
like
ones. I thought you
you
said
could
it was a meteor.
no, they're like um what is it when there's those like groups of moth dudes that shoot the little like round things at you when
Yeah,
they're
I
in
destroyed the
circles.
first one, and the second one for some reason I could never
Those
kill.
those big things that are next to them. They look like a bunch of they're like blue and brown or something. Like
See,
they're
I
like
just aimed at them.
asterisks, I guess you could say. And you gotta fly through them. It'll start making you spin. Then you hit all the other ones. Peppy's
Okay,
like, "Don't give up. Trust your instincts."
okay. I did hit one of them, and I didn't make it through like the second or third ring or some
Yeah,
shit
you
like
have to
that.
get through all of them.
Yeah, I knew I fucked up when I did that. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was like, this is obviously something, so
Sends
fuck.
you to the psychedelic, trippy world where you shoot a bunch of meteors that are like multicolored.
What the fuck? Now, does it
It has
matter
this
which
creepy
warp?
music.
Like, where all can I go from like the asteroid belt?
Well, the asteroid warp will take you to Katina, and the I did the Sector X1 before we played or talked about it, and that takes you to the Sector Z, which
Mm.
yeah.
I'm gonna keep playing this game. So,
What's wrong with it? Well, I've been on a game binge where I
what?
beat Metroid Dread, Pikmin 3, Link's Awakening. Um, I forget, I beat like two or three other games as well.
You're all over that Switch, man.
Yeah.
I told
Oh,
you
I have
that. Was
like,
I not right? Was it not an awesome thing to buy?
well, I was falling back into playing Kenshi again.
No, you get out of there. You don't go
No.
back.
Kenshi's one of those games where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna play this for a bit, and then it's like, Oh, it's 6 in the morning.
Yeah, like Destiny. Don't go down that hole, man. You don't want to go there. I know
I
you've
was
been
having
there.
a single person build where I was just one dude living, making a base and running it all on his own. And that was like big time sink because it's hard to do.
There's a new game coming out. I played the demo for it a while back. It's called Project Strategy Triangle.
Oh yeah.
It's for the Switch. It's like the new Tactics.
There's this happy game that you should play.
What is
It's
it?
called Happy Game.
I don't know.
It's like a horror game
Ah,
on Steam.
ah. I gotta beat Honey Pot before I buy another Steam game
Why?
because I love
Probably
that
about the
fucking.
same.
I love that fucking game. I just don't like play it. I haven't been playing it like recently at all.
I think I did the last chicken honey pop. I forget. Pretty sure.
Momo or whatever her name is.
No, after you get all the girls, love goddess like comes down from the
Oh,
sky.
Venus. Yeah.
Yeah. After you give Keo all of your collection of underwear, and then you have to get her underwear.
Before I restarted my game, I was
Oh
working.
yeah, because Keo watches you whenever you get it. I remember now.
Yeah, before I restarted my save, I was working on the fairy that you're with.
Keo.
Yeah, I was working on that, and I got her to the last date and failed and just shut my shit off because I had been playing for like 5 hours. I used to play that game like nonstop.
Surprised you didn't beat it. I don't think I took that long to beat him.
Because I have this problem when I'm solving puzzles, and also I always get dicked.
Oh
So
yeah.
like whenever you start out your thing, well, my very first playthrough, I didn't know every fucking one got harder no matter what, whether you fail or win.
I don't think that's true. That's in the alpha or the hardcore mode or whatever.
See, I re-listened to a podcast that covered it, and uh, they said that, but I don't know if they were talking about the alpha or what. But it seemed like I had to get more points every fucking time. But anyway, um, I fucked up too many times to the point where I could not even get close to the score. So I
You
restarted
have
it.
to remember to get your upgrades too,
That was part of it
which they
too. I
don't
put
tell
all
you.
my that was another part of it. I put all my upgrades into one fucking stat, and that's where I got
So
fucked.
you should have just what is it? There's like unique. There's the food items, and then there's unique gifts that you can buy them. That was it? You start out getting 50 honey or whatever from talking to them, and then
Yeah.
you get it up to 200 by giving them unique gifts,
Yeah, I
and you
do that too,
use
but I
that.
didn't do that my first run. Now, this run, I have everything down, like I know what I'm doing. I
Yeah.
just like stopped playing because I fucking failed on that one girl and I was like, it's saved at the last thing, so I'll just turn it off and play it tomorrow, and then I just never picked it back up. It's whatever's.
So I beat it as a girl because
Is there
that
any
I
different
kind of locked
dialogue?
myself out. The dialogue's like slightly different. It just changes like the pronouns. But the biggest difference is that like there obviously isn't any cum in your pictures that you get. So it's
Huh?
kind of there's
Oh, okay.
yeah. So like it's kind of less. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Because in the gallery there's like this you get the slider that turns the that adds the special effect, the special sauce, if you will. But you don't unlock it if you get the female version. So like, but you unlock the without it when you unlock the full version or you know what I mean. So I don't understand why there's that. It's weird.
I have no fucking idea. I just know. I was just like you know how you get those pictures from each girl, like your first date pictures and everything. Well, I just worked my way around to each girl, like one after the other, and I'm just like, oh, okay, these pictures are bland or whatever, and they're just hanging out, like just normal pictures. And then I fucking took the school teacher out, I think on the third date, and like 0 to fucking 100, dude. The second picture was her just sitting on like a desk. The third picture is her like fucking the camera's pointing straight up her panties and she has two hands in there and I'm just like, what the fuck? I did not know that. And I was like, oh, so this is how this goes then. You just work your way to sexier pictures.
Yeah, hers just jumped pretty quick.
Yeah, definitely the fastest one. So, I mean,
Some
she's
of
easy.
they're weird in the first place.
Well, her entire thing, what's her name? Akira? A-
Kira,
Aiko.
Aiko, yeah.
Uh, her like special thing is lust. So like if you use like lust shit on her, like that pattern, that
Yeah,
yeah, whatever, you know what I mean.
whatever color token, the
Yeah,
red token.
token. There you go, token. If you use that token, it's like huge boost. And I had all my shit in the red in that token. And like I was getting huge scores, and I constantly keep beating her. Then I go to the next person, couldn't beat him. That's why I had to restart because it was like all my shit's in one stat.
No. Well, you can get that other blonde chick, the
Mhm.
older one.
The college student's mother. What the fuck is her name?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the MILF. We'll just call her the MILF.
Yeah.
So yeah, and she's
And
like,
so I kept like getting was one of I kept getting them confused. I'd end up focusing on the wrong thing for the wrong person and realize it halfway through. And
yeah,
you notice how you got the gifts
yeah,
that you use in the actual game.
yeah.
Yeah, well, on my second playthrough, for some reason, I did not get any gifts at all.
Well, that's because you're a shitty boyfriend.
That was a girl that time.
I don't know. You like need those gifts though. Like
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do it. I think I still I beat it without the gifts.
that was another thing I kept doing on my first playthrough, like using the gifts and not knowing what like
They
what
did.
is like the sentiment. It
Yeah,
says
the
it's
blue
sentiment,
thing.
but it's a fucking it looks like a raindrop. But it doesn't
Yeah,
tell you unless you go to your menu and actually study and look at what everything is and what it's labeled. It's like the red the red flame represents whatever the fuck, you know.
yeah.
So it's sexual or whatever the fuck. So yeah. But anyway,
'Cause I was got confused with was it talent and then flirtation's green and which doesn't make any sense.
that's funny you said that because I always got talent and what was the other blue thing? Not the raindrop, the other blue thing.
I don't know.
It was talent and something else.
Kind
I would always get
of sentiment.
those. No, not sentiment, the other one. But I always got those two fucking swapped and kept on fucking myself over. Now I know what I'm doing, so I could just like boot it up now and probably play it, but I'm not gonna do that.
Failure. This is
I'm
why
gonna
you
go
fail.
help Casey bake cakes here in a minute. So you're coughing. I gotta
Ooh,
fucking. Hey, she's making this whole thing for a
I
wedding,
stopped coughing.
so
So
she needs help.
there's this Warhammer Space Marines game that I haven't beaten yet. I don't know why, but I should. It's
Yeah,
like one of those games that's really old but still about the same price. So
we should
pain
do.
in the dick, but it's fun.
We should do an episode on like DOS games we used to play at school.
You used to play DOS games.
Well, isn't that what those were whenever you could go to school and get on the computer in high school and fucking like you got like stick
Text
characters.
adventure games.
No, they're like you go on a website and it's like freegames.com or some shit and it was like
Oh, Flash.
yeah, Flash games, that's what they fucking were. Not
They
DOS
shut
games.
down Flash.
Oh
So
no.
I know. It's like
Oh,
most computers don't run it anyway anymore. But
I know they made a few of them into apps, like the arrow shooting game. You arch the
oh
arrow the
yeah,
right way. Like that
oh,
shit was
shit.
gangster. Maybe
That balloon game. I actually seen a Switch game for that.
I've not seen that game.
Where you're the monkey and you throw darts at balloons.
I never played that one. I always played the Halo Warthog one. I played the shooting stick fighter game where
Oh
you're just like
yeah.
just take it and like you whip their ass and shoot them and shit, or the arrow game. And me and Kyle used to play the fucking arrow game all the time in school, just fucking cap each other right in the head off the rip. It was hilarious. It's like, oh,
That
you
was
won
fun.
this one in one shot. I miss that shit. Like, as stupid as they were so much fun.
They're not as fun anymore.
I'm
When you go
sure
back.
because we're like older and have access to way better shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I was playing some random like algorithm games that were like supposed to be designed to simulate
brain
evolution.
games. Brain
Now
games.
they're just kind of like sit back and watch this world be simulated kind of shit.
Well, what do you do?
You just kind of watch it. Like it was a game called Species where it like randomly has mutations in the creature and eventually they evolve legs and shit, different forms, and you just kind of watch them evolve. You can change the radiation levels so they mutate faster. Change the temperature and the water levels.
That sounds kind of cool.
There's what's it called? It's some space simulator where you can fuck around with like it's like what if Earth got hit by a drop of sand or a grain of sand going like 3 times the speed of light. It's just like well it explodes.
What, Earth explodes?
Yeah,
Oh, what the fuck?
yeah.
Is that like logical or is that just the game?
Think so. I don't know if it. I think if something would ever go that fast, well, you can't go faster than the speed of light in the first place. But I don't know what
I
would
mean,
happen to it or something. Because
I,
there's a bunch of like screws and bolts that are flying around the earth at the speed of sound, and if they hit something, they just go like straight through it.
yeah, space trash.
Yeah.
I was uh I was listening to that. I don't know about that Jim Jeffries podcast where they bring on those experts and
Mhm.
they have one. It says about aliens, and that's pretty much what it is about. But there's like this guy who I forget what country he's from, but
Oh, was it? Was that like when all that stupid alien shit was going around? Like I don't know how long ago it was. I just remember everybody being like, "Oh, the CIA has
released.
released
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
aliens." It's
I
like,
don't know
oh
if it
god,
was. I don't know if it was around that time or whatever. They just do a random subject every week or whatever. But he was just like, look, man. To be honest with you, I've seen like through all those massive telescopes, like the ones that the space telescopes and shit that we have, and he's just like, we
the
send out
Hubble.
these things. I don't think that aliens. This was his opinion, the expert's opinion. He was like,
Yeah,
I don't see why we would be interesting to anything
yeah,
because we constantly fail. Like we make so many mistakes. We're fucking people like things that are more advanced technologically and like intelligence and shit would have really no reason to come here.
mhm.
Because it's like,
How do
why?
you think about like? Do you think that like if Einstein like never existed, like what do you think would have happened? that eventually somebody would have just became Einstein.
I
You
think
know
at
what I
some
mean?
point we would have figured it out. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just how it is. I
See,
mean,
how I think about it is like, if there wasn't an Einstein, we wouldn't have like a thing that unifies the theory so coherently. It would be more of like a spread out bunch of notes that eventually that
like a
kind of
hypothesis
does
kind of
say the
deal.
same thing. Well, no, it would have just been like a bunch of people that individually came up with specific parts of it instead of somebody that put all of it together.
Well, isn't that what it was anyway? Like he put together like
Well, he advanced like something, but he had like his own theory that explained like a bunch of different aspects together. I'm saying without him, nobody would have connected the dots in between how certain things interact with each other, and it wouldn't just been like a big, like complicated formula instead of being like a more simplified one.
yeah, and there's well, it's like Stephen Hawking. Like we would have just had one of him pop up, you know? I mean, we always find our way. So I'm sure
Dude,
something
as
would have
soon
happened.
as you said Stephen Hawking, my brain is like, oh, if he's so smart, why don't his legs work?
Yikes. We're on a podcast recording right now.
Well, it's not gonna hurt his feelings. He's dead.
That's true, but I mean, with all the culture going on, that could hurt paraplegics' feelings.
We had like some, what is it? Some genetic disease. That's fine.
I guess whatever. I'm gonna let it go because I'm not editing. So I'll put some music in, slap her in there, and she'll be gone, sent out.
Did you see him in the vomit comet?
I don't even know what
That
that is.
plane? It's a plane that flies up real high and it comes down at a 40-degree angle. I think that's what the angle is. So it like simulates lack of gravity.
That's weird. You
Yeah,
ever seen those like spots in the world where gravity like kind of doesn't fucking work?
I don't know. I've seen like people do illusion shit where they're like, yeah, gravity's not real.
Well, they had a I was watching these videos the other day of like these mystery spots. They were called mystery spots because they're not going to disclose the exact location.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's like they put a plank of wood at like a fucking complete slant and took like held out a fucking pool ball like a billiard, put it on it, and it didn't fucking roll. It rolled down for like a second or two and then it just fucking stopped. And then they flicked it and it rolled down some more and then just stopped.
Well,
Like
do you
not on a
remember?
dime, but it like fucking it acted like it wanted to roll more and then it just like stopped. And there's like I guess there's like a bunch of different places in the world where this shit happens.
Did you ever see the highly scientifically accurate Pokemon show?
At what?
That highly scientifically accurate Pokemon show.
No.
Oh, well, there's the one where he's going to get his fifth badge, or if you're me and you fight the trainers out of order, the sixth badge. He went to, was it what's his name? Koga.
Yeah, Koga.
Koga's like Ninja Fortress. They're like, oh, we're off balance. And he's like, oh, you think the floors are flat, but really they are slanted.
Wasn't that in the anime too?
Yeah, I never read. I don't know if there's a manga and I've definitely never read it.
I don't know. I'm
I
about to
don't see
jump into
that
that.
like deviating very much from the show.
No, I'm about to jump into Full Metal again.
You're, it's always good.
Yeah. Well, I forget which one I've seen. It was either the original or Brotherhood. So I'm just gonna watch them both. Fuck it.
Since you have Prime, you should watch Dororo or Blade of the Immortal.
Maybe.
Dororo is
Is
really
it
awesome.
in sub or dub? Because I refuse sub anymore.
I think Dororo is still subbed.
Sounds like it.
What's the main character's name? It's like about this little girl, boy, orphan. She looks like a boy, but she's a girl, and she finds this dude that whenever he was a child, he got sacrificed to demons, and they stole his skin and his eyes and his mouth, his vocal cords, and everything like that. And he has to kill the demons that have his body parts so they can get it back.
There's a video game like that where you have to get your body parts back.
Nice.
Do you remember what that's called?
Nah.
I don't know if it's like Bushido Blade or something, but like you like fight people and eventually get like your arm back and like your eyes. Like you start out, you have to get your eyes back. Everything's in black and white, and you're fighting and shit, and then you get your eyes back, and it's in color, and you just like go through the game like that. It's supposed to be really good. I forget what it's called though. But
So,
anyways,
Blade of the Immortal is about a girl pays this like mercenary dude to kill these people they're killing everybody in dojos so they can be like the strongest dojo. And her dad was like the owner of a dojo, and is it her mom gets raped and murdered in front of her, and then her whole family does. So she pays this dude that's immortal to kill all these like ninja dudes or samurai.
nice.
Very intense.
Well, I gotta go help bake these cakes, man. So,
Bake Dutch cakes in
so
your
we,
Dutch ovens.
yeah, yeah. So we'll end on that note. Uh,
Yeah.
we're gonna follow up this weekend. We're finally recording Final Fantasy IX Part 3.
Yes. And
Ooh.
hopefully I'll actually get to play it so I won't have to fake it.
What?
Nothing. Later.
Later.